is we gonna forget about competition and professional sports. Growing up in little league sports, we cared about competition, bro. One team we had to beat to get to the city championship. We had to beat them. We all the Rick Flash. What Rick Flash say? To beat the man, you got to beat the man. What happened to the days? Like what happened? Now we're in this level where we get participation trophies. It don't matter. Like Kobe Bryant beat the most competition in NBA history with less talent. Like Paul Gasol is not a top 75 player at all. But he did what Paul Gasol. Kobe did what Paul Gasol, what LeBron James did with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, Ray Allen, all those guys. Kobe beat 10 50-win teams with Paul Gasol for a 3-year stretch. I'm lying. I'm saying with that 3-year stretch he had Paul Gasol, didn't wait 3 state finals. He beat the same amount of. Kobe beat 10 50-win teams. That's what LeBron James did his whole career with all them great players he played with. I didn't even bring up because the years he played with Shaq, every team they had to beat was 50-win teams. Only one time in Kobe Bryant's career I can remember they beat a team that won 50-win. That was the Utah Jazz in the 08-09 season, I believe. When that was the only team I believe they didn't beat the 8-seeded Jazz team won 47, 48 wins or 49 wins. Every championship Kobe Bryant won, he beat a 50-win team. Him and Shaq, they had to beat 50-win teams. Like the level of competition, even in the 90s era, the 80s wasn't so good with competition level with Bird and Jordan was coming on and Magic. The early 90s, mid 90s, you had to win 50 games. That's why Jordan beat 20. Like and they say LeBron James, Jeremy Green said he faced the most competition because he beat a 73-9 win team with one top 75 player on there. What are you talking about, Draymond Green? Players are better. No, players might be individually better and more skillful in today's game, but not the teams. These teams are dead fucking awful. These teams are awful, and that's why Undisputed and First Take only talk about a selected few teams, a selected few topics because they ain't gonna get in because it's not a lot of teams to talk about. You're not talking about back in when I watched you was talking about AI and Philadelphia 76, or you was talking about AI and Melo. You was talking about Chauncey Billups and the Detroit Pistons with Rick Hamilton and Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace. You was talking about obviously Kobe and Shaq, then Kobe and Paul. You was talking about Steve Nash, Morris Stoudemire Sherman. You was talking about Dirk Nowitzki with Jason Terry, or Dirk with Jason Terry and Jason Kidd. You was talking about Boston with they big three: KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo, add the big four. And you was talking about Tim Duncan, Dave Robinson. Then you was talking about Tim Duncan, Dave Robinson, Ginobili, Tony Parker, Steven Jackson. You was talking about I can go on and on and on about the teams we was talking about. The Utah Jazz with Dan Williams and Carlo Boozer, Angelo Carlico, or Curry. Man, that team would have been won a championship. If that team would have played, that team was in the West, the East, they'd have made it to the finals. If that Jazz team was in the West, in the Eastern Conference, they would have made the finals. We was talking about Baron Davis, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Monte Ellis, right? We is talking about all these great teams. I mean, they got so desperate in the LeBron James era that it made Roy Hibbert a thing. Like they was Paul George and Roy. They matched it. They pumped them up to be something. So LeBron said, "Yeah, I beat the team." No, the team was trash. Roy Hibbert was trash. He was all right. He was all right player. Never like he made some All-Star team because the Pacers were winning some games because they in the Eastern Conference. They was won some games. Wasn't a great team. I don't understand the level. Like LeBron is not on the bro. You got to be competition, bro. You got that's the number one thing. The eye test tell you Michael and Kobe is better pure scorers and shooters and more skillful players than LeBron, and they be better competition. That's my argument, bro. I don't care about nothing else. That should be everybody's argument, bro. Which I sit telling you who can shoot the best, who can score the best, and who beat the best players and the best teams. Not the best players, the best teams own the best players on the best team, the best teams. Who beat collectively the most best teams in NBA history? Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Kobe come in number 1, Jordan come at 2. Timmy come at 3, Shaq come at 4. That's top 4. That's the top 4 greatest players, top 4 best players. Kobe, Jordan, Shaq, Duncan. You don't see Kareem on the list. You don't see Matt Johnson on the list. You don't see Larry Bird on this list. You don't see LeBron on this list. Why is that? Ask yourself that question. Why is Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, LeBron James not on the top of beating the most competitions? Because the teams they played was awful and trash. Period. It's the reason why LeBron James 4-6 in the finals, bro. Because when he played against the other conference, they was getting his ass. He was in his ass. Like, subscribe.